Hello everybody, welcome inside this outdoor edition of the Wrap Up. Dan Myers, Nick Buckler on the gridiron for a little special segment. We're gonna try to test our legs out here on the gridiron, do a little kicking exercise to spice things up, or get our Matt Prater on. No, we're keeping the flasks at home. We might need them after we hurt our legs, but hey, we're gonna try to put the old pigskin through the uprights. What do you say, Dan?
Sounds good, but when you told me we were getting our Matt Prater on, I didn't think we were going to be in a football field. I thought we were going to be at a bar somewhere. But hey, this works too. This will be fun.
Maybe later. Let's get to it. Show us what you got, Danny. For the extra point.
Oh,
yeah.
That was embarrassing. I need the big ball.
Feel? Yeah, lost your mic.
Lost my dignity.
Need the big balls, huh?
You know, everything was going good until the cameras went on. What's going on?
Yeah, all right. Here we go. Set her up. Here we go.
All right. This is regulation size too. So, I mean, this isn't a kid's game.
You want to try it again?
Yeah.
We'll give you three whales. What do you say? All right, Danny, for the extra point. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, with ease, right down Broadway, baby. That's right. Sally hard.
Hey, I don't know how much of that I'm going to get, so.
Let's do it for the extra point.
Nicky B, you ready to go?
Yeah, I hope so.
Hey, nothing could be worse than what my kick was like the first one, so don't even worry about it. No pressure.
All right. Gotta do the three-step, two-step. Here we go. For old time's sake.
Oh, like a champ.
That's right.
All right, well, we both made one.
So now, what do we gotta do? Move it back 5 yards. No, that's too easy. This is this is 20 yards. That's the extra point. Let's step it back. Let's try a 30-yard field goal.
Let's do it. Go big, go home. Okay, 30-yarder.
All right, Dan, like a glove. Like a glove. Let's see what you got.
It's
gonna be tough.
This is where you earn your paycheck.
This is where Matt Prater gets wasted. For old time's sake. Oh! Off the upright, baby.
Oh, man. That one felt good.
That had plenty of leg.
I was feeling confident about that one, too. But
That looked good. All right. For old time's sake. Oh. Crowd just getting too loud. Thank you. There we go. Should we move the GoPro to the other side? Right quick?
Yeah.
Just in case I fall or blow a knee out and don't want to crush it, you know? Crushing it. All right. I was iced by Jim Harbaugh. One for the thumb.
You got this all day. I saw you do it yesterday.
Oh! Woo! That felt good. All right, I need redemption.
That felt good.
Oh, yeah. That is what it's all about. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, yep, that hurt.
Yeah.
You know what,
Did you
Dan?
book our chiropractor appointments?
My leg retractor. I'm gonna try the small one. It's the little things for Sally Sue and the boys. Oh, I hit the ground first.
Oh.
Yeah. Woo!
There might not be any more of this episode. We're going to be in the hospital, chiropractor, medical clinic, what have you.
All right.
I'm already feeling it. I think I got one more. I got to get this one. This is going to haunt me. So I'm going to try it from 30 and we're going to see what we got. Yeah.
All right.
And this is when we cue the suspenseful music.
Yep, right here. This is it. I think that's good.
I think it was good.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, you know what? I can't have you keep showing me up. Give me one more crack. All right, gang. This is for a few ginger ales. Just get the ball off the ground. Yep, nope, I'm done. I think I broke my foot and my pride. Okay, if you guys were here yesterday, you would have seen I made a 30-yarder and doinked one off the upright. But hey, when the cameras aren't on,
that was a cold open,
you know
too.
what?
So.
Let's show the footage. told you.
Yep.
I made it. I promise. No, it looked like a hurricane was going off. It was real windy. But that little blob out there was me, I promise.
So what'd you learn today?
Never attempt kicking ever again.
Yeah.
I'll be laid up for a month. We'll see you next year on the crap up.
Yeah, bring us some ice packs, and well, I just learned don't underestimate the responsibility of a kicker.
You were
So.
fine.
Yeah, well, not now. Ask me in about a couple hours. Ooh.
Who are we
So.
picking this week? We're not sure. It's not going to be us. See you soon. Hello, everybody. Welcome inside another edition of the Wrap Up. Dan Myers, Nick Buckler, Austin C. behind the G. It's what he does best. This is it. 115 editions. Not it. It's not the end. We're just getting started.
Yep.
And well, hey, we already introduced this episode. I don't know why I'm doing it again.
Right, yeah.
But hey, it's fun.
It's 115
That's
times, so.
Why? My leg still hurts, and yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
know,
I've got a bubble I'm sitting on right now.
We just had a switch of the wardrobe. We're ready to go. We're inside. One leg.
We had to enjoy that weather while we still could, so.
Yeah, now what is it, about 30? Snow is in the forecast.
yes.
It's the Michigan difference. That's what it's all about. And Michigan covered the spread this week for the first time in like a year and a half. Good job. Congrats. Hail. Michigan State pulling a big upset against Penn State. The Joe Pa-less Nittany Lions. How about that? Hey, what do we say? I don't know. What is there? Oh, and don't forget the headline, of course. The Pistons, second place in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Just kidding, that's not a headline. No one cares. The headline, Lions go into Lambeau, Monday Night Football. Mind you, the Rodgers-less Packers. But Rodgers doesn't play defense, my friends. They drop a 30 bomb on him. 30-17, win by 13, and that's how much they're favored by this week against Cleveland. What do you read into the Lions win at Lambeau, if anything? 4-4 now. Is Green Bay now in the rearview mirror?
I guess you could say, it's just a whole, they had upset written all over it anyways. The real upsetting part was
But
the attempt.
was it an upset?
That's a good point.
The Lions were favored in that football game.
True, yeah, but anytime you go into Lambeau, if there's any stability or if there's even a heartbeat in that team, it's...
I agree. I don't think it was much of an upset either. I think they were favored pretty heavily.
And Brett Hundley, let's be honest. He wasn't, don't get me wrong, he was good at UCLA, but look at his interceptions and his turnovers. They're very elevated, even at the college level.
Yeah, and when you go back and look at the record, that's always going to have that...
Check the report.
Yeah, have the asterisk of, well, they didn't have their starting QB at Aaron Rodgers. So, yeah, there will always be that asterisk win until they actually pull one off with a starting QB. See, but the worst thing to come out of that game was the Rock'em Sock'em Robots touchdown dance. I don't
Notice
know if
Ebron was the one that dropped to the ground.
Right.
Nick, see me, if you follow me on this, I don't feel any different after that game than I did before going into the game.
See,
It was a game that they had to win, a game they couldn't lose.
Right.
And they got it done, just barely.
And the reason why I agree with you is because it was a must-win game. Had they lost, the season would be over.
And it's
Had
not
they
like
won,
they wowed 30-17. Okay.
right? And they still 3 chances from the 1 yard line. You couldn't punch it into the end zone. Their short yardage situations is a joke. It's not so much the red zone. It's not so much that it's short yardage. You can't. They're 4 for 13 on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1
It might
this
be
year.
the worst running game in the league.
The worst. And I think Jim Bob Cooter actually looked at Twitter to see, what should we mix it up with? They threw the flea flicker. And yeah, that was the only sack of the game for Matt Stafford. I still like the creativity because it shows that they're not just going to, we're just going to run the ball again. It's a flea flicker. Then they did the end around with Jamal Agnew. That was interesting. He only got 4 yards. But they use him for a decoy a lot of the times. And with that speed, it makes the defense wonder, okay, we got to be aware of this guy on the football field.
But would you agree that this running game is going to be their Achilles heel?
Yeah, and there hasn't been a team with an awful running attack in the Super Bowl since 2011. It was the Giants. They had actually the 32nd ranked running offense. And what was that? Was that Brandon
Shows you what
Jacobs
defenses
at
can
running
do.
back? Rest in peace. But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't.
Shame on Bob Quinn for not taking a running back in the
Tease
draft.
Tabor. Come on. They had Tease when, You could have had, what, Dalvin Cook? You could have
Alvin
had.
Kamara, Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
I mean, the list goes on.
No, but the good thing we have Tease Tabor. He's dressed once this year. Second round pick. Congrats, Bobby. But now they have a pretty easy schedule going out. 8 games left. They're 4-4 in the first half. They have the Cleveland Browns. They have the Bears twice. They have at Cincy, at Baltimore, both winnable games. At Tampa, who they're abysmal. They're shutting down Winston for a while.
Eating
Mike
W's
Evans
back there.
Yeah, oh, that was disgusting. Did you see his pregame speech?
No.
Jameis Winston, he was sucking on his fingers and
Oh.
just saliva sliding down his hands.
Oh,
and
mouth
made some
noises.
gangster
He
W
said
out of the
we're
West
eating
Side.
dubs tonight.
It was, and then Golden Tate tweeted out, retweet if this is not your quarterback, and that was pretty funny. It was just, and then he gets into a shouting match with Lattimore, and then Mike Evans comes flying in and
saw that.
chops him from behind. He's suspended. This
What about
team,
Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Green not getting suspended?
No, because they didn't take their helmets off. There were a bunch of women out there.
But it looked like a brawl, but it was in the middle of the field.
It was, I don't know, maybe because A.J. Green's like 1,000 years old, they figured he's a corpse, just let him beat himself. His bones crumble to the ground. He's punching
He
a
does
dude's
play for the
helmet.
Bengals.
Yeah.
Like, that's only going to hurt himself. Now his hands are going to be like Ebron. They're like stone or broken or what. I don't know what his deal is.
Did you see the side-by-side between an NFL fight and an NHL fight? And
No.
It shows the guys just, the NHL team obviously throwing their helmets off real quick, the two guys fighting. just blow after blow. And then you had the football, the NFL players hitting. It was just pounding each other's helmet. It was pretty good. So
Yeah, it's just.
it's not the same.
I haven't liked A.J. Green since like 2010. Back when he was relevant. Oh, but he's having a good year. Who cares? He's got the gingerbread man
And he
throwing
plays
to him.
for the Bengals.
Exactly. The worst. I used to root for the Bengals, but I learned, don't be stupid. Any team that has a tiger in the name, not
Any
working
team that
out.
still has Marvin Lewis as a coach.
That guy's been living on a prayer since Bon Jovi. I mean, come on. Anyways, Red Wings hockey, West Canada trip. They're doing all right.
Yeah.
They're in a playoff spot right now. They're tied for the last wild card. 17 points, doing well. Athanasiou is signed. He's playing on a line with Mantha.
back.
He's playing on a line with Larkin. They're making it happen. Can it go for the course of the year? I mean, a lot of us think not. I'm the only one holding on to the prayer. Question. Pistons, Red Wings. Which team has more upside this season?
I like the talent on the Wings. The youth is huge. Mrazek had a great shutout the other night. Jimmy's been staying in his head. The Pistons, they really haven't sold me. They have glimmers of light. Yes, it's still early for them, to make a mess in the bed, for lack of a better term. But
I think it's more of a push. I think they're both kind of in the same situation. They're both not going anywhere, and they're not going anywhere for several years.
yeah, if there is a team that's going to go somewhere first, it's going to be the Wings. You can just tell by the attendance
But
alone.
Whoa, what?
The attendance at the Pistons games over
It's
the
been
Wings
abysmal
games.
for the Pistons and the Wings.
Yeah.
And I blame, don't get me wrong, the lack of talent. But I'm sorry. I never wanted to have this rant, but it's about to happen. I can't contain it any longer. The LCA is a joke. That place is the worst. You come in making this museum-type place. This is a place to watch a sporting event. I don't care. Well, it's 2017. Don't care. Okay? You're there to watch a game. You're not there to, oh, look at these artifacts from 1930. Oh, they got the original Olympia thing on the wall. That's cool and all. Okay? Look at this statue. There's real blood from real dead people on it. That's great. Oh, look at this concourse. There's escalators. There's this. Go, try to sit in the upper bowl. You can't. You're sitting there. You're straddling the seat in front of you, and the homeboy's head in front of you is right here. You can use it as a table because you can't even reach into the pocket to grab your phone, your keys, your money when the Peanuts and Cracker Jacks man comes to deliver you your whatever at your desk or your seat. I can't even speak. There's that. And then, oh, God forbid, someone has to go to the bathroom sitting in the middle of the row. You literally have to, back up, come back like you're giving birth. Your legs are back behind your head just so the person can walk by in front of you. You're hanging over top of the ice. And then, don't get me wrong, if you're in the gondola seating, You need binoculars. You're hanging over the ice. Olympia was like that. Yeah, Olympia was constructed in like the 20s. There was prohibition. You weren't allowed to drink. You know?
And they tore it down.
The U.S. wasn't even allowed to vote back then. Oh, well, it's comparable to the old structure from the Abe Lincoln era. Congrats! Abe Lincoln's been dead for 150 years. And you're going to say that that place is the worst. In the lower bowl, it's great. That's great. It costs $9,000 to sit there for a preseason
I'm
game.
going there for Oakland MSU basketball, and it's $75 to sit
Yeah.
in the mezzanine.
Yeah, and the mezzanine, I sat there for the Vancouver game. I was like, oh, this is going to be good. It's the mid-level seating. You're going to have room. Wrong! You have less room than ever before. The mezzanine has got this fancy name. But don't get me wrong. Jim Bob's head in front of you is in your groin. He who cannot walk anywhere. You're better off watching in the Chevy Plaza outside in the 15-degree weather. Little Caesars Arena is just like the pizza. It's terrible.
That was good.
Anyone have a brown paper bag? I can't read.
Do you
Here's
think-
some coffee, man.
Would you agree that the Wings kind of hold on to the past a little bit too much? You
If
can see it
that
in
meant
the
holding on to the Joe, I would have been down. And don't get me wrong, I'll be the first to tell you the Joe is a dump. But this is their answer. State of the art. I'd rather play at Jerry World in front of 90,000 empty seats.
Yeah, well, and I like how both organizations are covering up too. Like, oh, it's the reason the seats
People
are
are
all empty
looking
is
at
they're
the
fans
they're-
are doing it.
Yeah,
I have
there's-
friends that are like defending these teams like they have some honor to defend. No one's going. Just say it. The teams suck.
Well, and and I understand the fact you have a storied history and you want to bring that with you. That's cool. I do respect that, but don't pull me into these games with $75 nosebleed tickets.
We got the family 4-pack of tickets for $415.
Yeah, the hot dogs
Here's
about
the
this
hot dogs
big.
from the Joe.
To get into the stadium.
Yeah.
We still
It
got
shows
popcorn from
just
Joe
how
Louis
bad
Arena
these
you can have
teams
with this
are.
discount.
Well, yeah, and when you're
Enter
paying
promo
$45
code,
for
pay triple, and you pay double. What? What does that mean?
Uh,
I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
And the parking, you got to walk a light year away. I'm used to the Joe. I parked in the gravel lot right next to the place. That's because I worked there. I no longer do. Where's the salt? Oh, yeah, it's all over the place.
Now, have you been there yet, Austin?
No, like I said, I'll be there for Oakland MSU
For
on,
75
December
bucks.
16th.
For
You know,
$75 to watch
watch Oakland probably
non-conference
lose.
college basketball game.
And I'm surprised with as big of a Wing fan as you that I am.
I'm sweating.
It's great.
No.
I really wasn't. I'm not with all the stories, the negative stories that I've heard about the place. I'm really not willing. I'm not anxious to go there. I'm not
It's
going to go
bad.
out of my way just to
And
say
the-
that I went there.
And the team's
Wait 3
current
years.
state doesn't help that either, I imagine.
Yeah.
Well, I wish we
Getting
could.
back to hockey, what do you guys think of the 3-team deal between the Senators, the Predators, and
The Colorado Avalanche.
Avs.
I hate Ottawa, and I hate them more because they're going to be a little bit better. They add Matt Duchene. Colorado adds a lot of draft picks. Joe Sakic. Being patient paid off for him, and Nashville needed Kyle Turris. They needed him. Kyle Turris is a strong player. I think the change of scenery is going to be great for him, and this is what Nashville needs to kind of put the presence, the absence of James Neal behind them, the absence of Mike Fisher behind them, even though he was kind of old anyways, but more importantly, real deal Neal, his absence, gone. Forget about him. Slate's clean. We got Turris now. It's just going to stabilize the top 3 lines and make the fourth line just a solid fourth line. But the top 9, they're dangerous now. And they were before, but this is a huge addition for them, huge addition for Ottawa. And in the long run, it's a huge addition for Colorado to get those draft picks. I think all 3 teams are winners.
Don't
I really
forget
do.
Sammy Girard either. Sammy Girard's played this year, and he's played very well.
I think all 3 teams are winners in this deal. Unfortunately, we have to get to our picks. Dun, 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 dun. NCAA football, first game on the docket. Michigan climbs back into the rankings this week after the first time covering the spread. They are number 21 in the land and on the road against the Terrapins, favored by 16.5. And Michigan's riding high off 2 200-yard rushers, Chris Evans and Karan Higdon. Michigan will cover.
Yep. I agree. I hope they spank Maryland. I can't stand those guys.
Give me Michigan.
All right, look at that. Number 13, Michigan State Spartans at number 11, Ohio State. Ohio State coming off of an ugly loss against the Hawkeyes. Michigan State obviously coming off of a great win in a 7-hour game. against the Nittany Lions. I'm sorry, though. This spread is high, 15.5 at the Horseshoe. Ohio State's going to be mean. They're going to be mad, and they're covering that big spread. Yes, they will.
Yep, I'm on board. Ohio State. For sure.
I don't know what a bad fight song sounds like. I'm going to assume that means you're picking Michigan State. This is an awful sounding sound. We'll give you State. Sparty on the board for Austin. Number 2/1, Georgia. Favored on the road at Auburn. Number 10, Georgia favored 2.5. Yes, they'll cover.
Yep. Give me the
Bulldogs.
Give me the Bulldogs.
Number 3, Notre Dame favored at Miami. Has the luck run out for the Hurricanes? Number 7 in the land. They haven't lost. Notre Dame's lost once. I pick against Notre Dame all the time, and that streak will continue. Give me the Canes.
Yeah, I'm shooting myself in the foot for taking this, but I will take the Irish.
Yeah, I've been picking against the Irish, and that stops this week.
Oh, taking them. Rudy. Number 8, TCU. The Horned Frogs travel to number 5, Soonerville, Oklahoma. Favored by 7. Big win against their arch rival, the Cowboy Mullets. Oklahoma, yeah, they're winning by more than 7 this week. Give me them.
Give me a Homa.
Give me the Horny Frogs.
Ooh, let's move on to the National Football League. The abysmal Cleveland Browns, led by Deshaun, Walmart, Kaiser, coming into Ford Field. And if you get that, you get it. If not, I can't elaborate. Lions favored when we did this, 12.5 points. They'll cover. The Browns are off.
Yep, I'm right with the Lions.
2 worst franchises in football. Give me the Browns to cover.
Ooh.
Saints favored 2.5 at Buffalo. Buffalo with the addition of Calvin Benjamin. Big boy Calvin. Calvin Johnson 2.3. Give me the Bills plus 2.5 at home.
Yep. I'm taking the Saints.
I'm going to go with the Saints as well. I've really fallen in love with Alvin Kamara.
Cowboys, America's team, travel the Mercedes-Benz Dome down in Atlanta. Falcons favored by 3. No siree. Give me Dak Prescott. I don't care if Zeke plays or not. Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, give me the Falcons. I'll take them.
Give me the Cowboys.
Patriots, Tom Brady coming off a bye week at Denver. Mile high, hot knees, high. Doesn't matter who they start at quarterback. They just can't figure it out in Denver. This week it's going to be Brock Osweiler. He's earned it, they say. No, I'm sorry. I just think Trevor Simeon's a joke. And Paxton Lynch so simply isn't ready. Don't know what they're waiting for, if he's broken or what. I don't care. Patriots cover the 7.5 point spread with ease.
Yeah, I'm getting the Patriots. America's team 2.0.
Yeah, Pats all the way.
Monday Night Football, the Dolphins. Second primetime game in a row. Travel to Carolina. Carolina, though, favored by 9. I'm sorry. Give me Jay Cutler. Give me Jay and the Dolphins. They may not win it outright, but that's a big spread. I'm taking Dolphins.
I'm taking the Cats. Give me the Panthers.
Yeah, I'll take the Panthers as well.
Those are our picks. They're not yours. So, real quick, though, we didn't get to the standings before we got into this.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a minute for us all, and yes, I have opened up a 3-game lead over the next closest. Andrew, he's still right there. It's still anybody's game. We're only halfway through the NFL season. Dan, you're in third, 45-45, sitting at 500. Art, 43 wins, and Austin, you're still knocking on heaven's door. 41 wins. You need to start making moves. You can't be standing still, as our good friends would say. But it's a long season, and we got a long time. And now we've got no time. We've got to leave you. For Austin C behind the G, Danny M sitting here at the D desk, and for Nick Buckner. That's right, that's me. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of The Wrap Up. We'll see you later.